Every year, we strive for ways to improve the technology in our iPhone, and by doing so, we thrive as a company. Because regardless of whether we actually upgrade our phones or not, we'll still continue to make money. Hi, I'm Ben Dover, CEO of Apple, and this year I'm excited, thrilled, and pleased to announce the new. And this year I am thrilled, pleased, and excited to announce the new iPhone 14. Now I hear you guys. I always hear you guys complaining that we basically don't change the phones, or we basically don't make any upgrades, or that we don't bring back the headphone jack, or that we don't remove that annoying notch at the top of the screen, or that we don't make the phones any faster, or that we don't make the battery last any longer with no issues. So that's exactly what we did. The thing is, we actually do make changes, but you guys keep complaining that we basically made the exact same phone and that we barely made any changes. The thing is that the small changes are a lot more bigger than you actually think. In fact, Neil Armstrong once said, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for humanity." And that's exactly the kind of value that we put in our phones. I also want to quote something that comedian, entertainer, voice recorder, gamer, promoter, and public figure Olajide William Olatunji once said. Deal with it. Going back to that annoying notch at the top of the screen, we here at Apple are officially announcing that the notch has been permanently removed from the top of the screen, and we have placed it just slightly under the top. So now when you're watching content, you'll have to deal with that annoying notch, dividing the video on that side of the screen into like 2 bits. Look, y'all wanted this, okay? Not me. Y'all wanted the notch to be removed from the top of the screen, and we did that, okay? Next time be a bit more specific. But not everyone actually has to worry about this, because this only applies to the iPhone 14 Pro, which by the way is $200 more than the regular 14. I mean, the regular 14 still does have the notch at the top, but I mean, personally, I prefer the notch at the top than the notch just floating towards the top. Speaking of the Pro and the regular, we actually do have multiple different models this year. I mean, we are Apple, come on. Along with the iPhone 14, we're introducing the new iPhone 14 Max, iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone 14 Pro Max, iPhone 14 Nano, iPhone 14 Pro Nano. I'm just kidding, we didn't actually make that many models, it's just the 14 and the 14 Pro. This year we figured, why go through the hassle of making more models for the phone? That's extra time and extra money wasted. And we'll still make money even without the extra models, so why bother? And now I use that extra time and extra money to go on exotic vacations. Donate to charities.
Yeah, so I just realized only after recording this clip that there actually exists an iPhone 14 Plus and an iPhone 14 Pro Max, so yeah.
We have actually added some extra features to the iPhone 14. Siri is still the same as what it used to be, however we have improved upon the Indian Siri.
Hey Siri, what's the weather like today?
Yeah, obviously I'm joking, that was just a joke. We don't actually have that upgrade, but personally I would buy the iPhone 14 if it did come with that new Indian Siri. I'm not saying I don't actually have the iPhone 14, I do, but it's like a company phone, I need it for the company, I use it for company purposes, if you know what I mean. But I mean, imagine if we actually properly upgraded something in our phones. Like, imagine we actually did that. We actually used to upgrade our phones and make legitimate changes to our phones, but that was when Steve Jobs was around. But unfortunately, he is now gone, and he will always forever live in our hearts. But you know what they say, when the cats are away, the mice are at play. And that's exactly what we do with our phones. Also, I don't know if that's the actual saying or if that's how it actually goes, but you get the idea. Anyways, what else do I need to talk about? Oh yeah, the prices. How could I forget about the prices? That's literally our specialty. High prices. Here are the prices of the phones. I'm not gonna read them out loud because that's too much work. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know if our costs are that high. We just like to price our phones higher because you guys are going to buy them regardless, so why not take advantage of that? And it's even funnier because we're literally in a recession and you'll still buy our phones. And by the way, Y'all can't complain about the prices, okay? Remember when the iPhone X was priced at $1,000, and this is 5 years ago? The iPhone 14 only goes for $799, and it is 5 years newer, and it is a way bigger upgrade than the iPhone X according to our standards. And even with all that, we're still charging you less. I mean, you guys should be grateful, okay? You guys have no room to complain at all. But Ben, the iPhone 14 Pro is going for $999. That's a lot of money. That's literally the Pro model, okay? The Pro model is 5 years newer than the regular iPhone X, and it has a floating notch thingy, and it has one extra camera, and like, it's just a better phone overall, and it's the same price. And on top of that, we're in a recession. I mean, we should charge you guys like $300 more per iPhone, since prices all over the place are increasing like crazy. I mean, we should charge you guys way more. Instead, we're being nice, and we're charging you guys much less for a much better phone in a recession. Actually, now I think about it, we should have actually like priced our phones higher. Like, why didn't we price our phones higher? Is there a problem? They're gonna buy it regardless, that's okay. What do you mean they're gonna complain? No, they're gonna buy the phone anyway. I literally said it's much cheaper than the newer model. The iPhone 14 is
That's an iPhone 12.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. I guess it is. They all look the same for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, fair. Everyone's saying that as well.
The iPhone 14 is a
Dude, that's an iPhone 6.
Oh, shoot. Oh, my bad.
And why is the screen cracked?
The iPhone 14 is
That's a fucking Android.
So, it turns out I don't actually have an iPhone 14, so here's an image that I found off of Google. I mean, a cropped screenshot off the Apple website. The iPhone 14 is a revolutionary game changer. Better phone, better battery life, better screen, better cameras, and most importantly, better cash flow.